So welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to do a video about the real silver color from Finetec versus other silver toned colors from Finetec and Coliro. Um, this is my only newer Coliro box. Don't be confused because I have a lot of very old Coliro boxes where they still have printed the Finetec logo on it. I tried to take a deeper look in both brands, and there isn't a lot of information on the internet. So part of it was just deduction, and the other was what I've read and seen. As far as I know, people who worked in Finetec grounded or founded the company Coliro. This is my very first Coliro set. It's around 15 years old, so you can see there's still the Finetec logo on it, and but it is not from Finetec. And that was something which confused me personally in the beginning very much because every time I've Googled Finetec, I ended on the Coliro homepage. And I couldn't find the homepage from the Finetec brand. So I took a look at the cardboard boxes and I've seen that the company is named Selig Colors and that they have a homepage but under the Selig Colors name because they not only make the Finetec colors, they also make other colors as well. A few years ago, the brand was bought, or the company was bought by Royal Talents, which is a brand who are making the Van Gogh and the Rembrandt watercolors as well, or the Sakura Jelly Roll gel pens is also a part of the Royal Talents group. But the Finetec colors are still handmade in Germany. They haven't changed anything in the production or the location where the brand is making their colors. It is just the brand or the company is owned now by Royal Talents. But in the department of Finetec and Coliro, like I said, that was the first thing which confused me. The second, like I said, is that on all my old Coliro boxes, there is the name Finetec on it, and also the Finetec logo on it is the absolute same, which you can find on the Finetec Selig Colors homepage as well. So that was the first clue that there must be some connection between the brands. Also, that the original sets of colors, the gold and silver colors, and some of the normal colors are identical. And after the founding of Coliro, they added more and more different colors, like the flip-flop colors, multi-effect colors, two-tone colors, what else? Or the real silver and high reflective gold, which is also made of silver and which we'll get another video next week, where we look at the high reflection gold and all other gold colors I have from Finetec and Coliro, and also a real gold color made of real gold. So we will do this in a separate video because that would be too much in one. So yeah, that was just something. And as far as I read, I think on the Coliro page that there's someone changed the name from Finetec Coliro to only Coliro because it was just too confusing for people that both brands had the word Finetec in it. So that's why on old sets like mine, you find still the Finetec logo, even if it's from Coliro, which you can see with the round pans, because Finetec has the square-shaped pans. Yeah, so if someone has more information about the whole situation, please let me know. I'm dying to know more about it. Okay, so the first color here is Coliro Silver Gray, which is more of a dark grayish silver, and when it's dry, it's very matte, not very shiny or glittery. It's more of a matte color, but I still wanted to include it. Um, yeah, like I said, we will do all different. Of course, there are still more silver colors, but I don't own every color. I have a big collection collected over the last 15 years with Finetec and Coliro, but of course I don't own every color. So this is the Coliro Silver Pearl, which is I think part of the interference colors they have. Um, I have interference colors from both brands. It didn't include the interference colors from Finetec. I think they don't have a, or do they have a silver one? I'm not quite sure, but interference colors are a little bit different. So I think one of them is enough. They look more like a pearl, like a white pearlish color than a silver, to be honest. So this is from, yeah, my first silver and gold set ever from Coliro. Was my first set I've ever bought from them, and this is the sterling silver. I think at the time I've bought this set, I also bought a 12 pan set with various colors. That was the only two sets they offered at the time. If I'm remembering correctly, I think I bought all the colors I could have bought. The the selection wasn't very big at the beginning, or at least maybe they offered another colors as well, but I said I couldn't buy all the colors. I'm it's so long ago, but they didn't had a lot of colors. That's for sure. They really have grown in their collection over the last years a lot. So this is the Meteor from Coliro, which is part of the Galaxy line. They have not the riffled optic. They have more like a triangular shaped surface, which I really like a lot. It looks very beautiful, and also I think it's very handy because you have this triangular shaped wells in it, so you can. I always drop my water in one of the wells, so you don't destroy the whole optic of the surface. That's the Moonlight from Coliro. It's also part of the Galaxy line. Yeah, also always in the striped pants from Coliro and Finetec. I try to stay in the lines so that I don't destroy it. That's the reason why my 15-year-old pants still look very newish. In the end, of course, I will do a close-up from all the colors when they are dried so that we can really take a good look at each of the colors. So this is the silver part of the Heart of Gold color. Most of you probably have already seen the Heart of Gold, which is a golden heart in the middle and a silver part around it. It is meant to be mixed, gives a very beautiful um, color, but I've swatched the silver part because I had a clean version on the upper part, and it is 100% the sterling silver of Coliro. So if you have the sterling silver and the gold in the middle, you can also easily mix the color yourself if you want to save money, or if you're more the lazy person like I am, you will buy you can buy the heart of gold for the mixed color. Yeah. Or of course, if you really, really want to save a lot of money, you don't have to buy the gold and the silver separately. Just buy the heart of gold, and you will have to mix or be careful with the mixing so that you still can get clean access to the gold and the silver. That would be possible as well. So this is from Finetec. That's platinum, which is in a set with different colors and one flip-flop color. I don't own all the sets, including the single with the single pigment, not single pigment, with the single flip-flop color. Only this one because the other colors in it were definitely my taste. The other ones I've bought single pans and put it in an extra box. And this is pewter. This is in the set with the real silver. You can buy, of course, the real silver or the high reflection gold as a single pan. But both of them have a separate set. I only own the silver one, which has a black cat and some pyramids on it. It is a set with different gold and silver colors. And like I said, for the high reflection gold, there is another set. I didn't buy this because with the real silver, I had a gold and silver set from Finetec. I have the one from Coliro. I didn't want to buy a third one. Also, I already had the high reflection gold as a single pan. Also the silver one, but I needed a new pan, so I thought then I will buy the set. So hopefully you already can see that the color tone of this silver is completely different. It is like a warm silver, where all the others are cold silvers. I hope this is understandable. All the other silvers are more like a whitish to grayish silver tones, and this is more like a warmer, yeah, just silver color. It is really hard to describe, but when it's dry, you will more easily spot it as well. It is just so different, not only in the color, but also in how much it reflects. It is like a mirror, super, super shiny and super high reflective. And the glitter effect is so much stronger. So this is, I totally forgot the Stardust color. So I did swatch it additional to all the others. The Stardust and the Sunbeam color are two colors which have more chunky glitter particles, so you need more water and a little bit more activation time. As you can see, you don't get a lot of color if you just scrub with a wet brush, so I had to wait a few minutes and come back to adding some more color on it. Yeah, but as it is also a silvery color and a one which glitters very strongly, I thought, okay, let's add it to our mix here. Which I just now realize I didn't swatch the Sunbeam on the gold. Oh no, I'm mistaken. I did swatch it. Definitely have a lot more gold colors than silver ones. I must say there are a lot of more gold. Normally, when it comes to jewelry, I'm more of a silver person. So I like silver or white gold or platinum or something like all the silver colored stuff. But I definitely use in watercolors, I use a lot more gold than silver. So let's take a closer look at all the colors. So this is the sterling silver. Like I said, it's more of a very light whitish silver. We have the moonlight, which is definitely a very nice silverish color. This is, like I said, a very dull matte grayish color. You can see here already that it is very shiny and glittery, the platen. And it is super, super hard for the camera to get it correctly. So you will have to imagine it is all more shiny and glittery. You can see it really gets like the camera would not show it correctly. It looks a little bit low in quality. In Germany, we call it grieselig. I really don't know how to translate that one. Um, but the strange optic you get here is not due to that the colors look dull or something like that. It's just the camera can't handle the shiny and the glitteriness a lot. So yeah, you just have to imagine that all the little particles you can see are very glittery in the effect. So that are my swatch cards from the set. That's the real silver one. Grumpy. Okay, grieselig is translated in the internet to grumpy. I'm not sure if that is correct. Yeah, but the camera just can't handle the shininess and the glitterness very well. So imagine all the little particles you can spot are very much glittery in reality. And yeah, just like I said, it is so damn glittery and so damn reflective and shiny. And like you can hopefully see very easily the color tone is just completely different. So I added a little bit of a watered down layer to hopefully get a little bit more the glittery effect a little bit better on camera. So if you ask me personally, is this color worth the money? Then it is a yes, definitely from my side. Um, Firstly, it is completely different in its color. Secondly, it is just so much more glittery and reflective than all the other colors. There are some colors which are little bit closer in their glitterness and shininess. That is the meteor, the pewter, and the platinum. But the color is completely different, and the shininess is still nowhere near also the glitterness. Um, the real silver one, it's just so much stronger than all the other colors. So if you are not into very shiny or very glittery colors, then this is probably not a color for you. But if you like a really beautiful, high reflective, shiny, metalish and glittery color, depending on how thick you are applying it. If you are adding more water, it's stronger in the glitter department, and if you are adding it mess tone, then it's more of a reflective and shininess. Then this is definitely a color I can highly recommend. It is very expensive in comparison to other colors, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. Of course, it has to be uh, more expensive when you are realizing that there is really real silver in it. So, of course, this can only be more expensive than completely mica-based color, because mica is a very cheap pigment. So yeah, that's for that. when I've bought the real silver one, it was when it was first released. The price was around, I don't know, 15 euros, something like that. They probably increased in price because just everything gotten more expensive. Of course, it is much more than a standard Finetec color, which I don't know. The standard colors are probably around 8 to 9 euros, something like that. And the Coliro ones are around, I think, in Germany at least 4 euro 95 per pan for the standard stuff. So yeah, the color is definitely a lot more expensive. In I personally use it for special occasions. Of course, I don't use it every time I need a silvery color. But for special occasions, it's definitely for very special effects. I have used it in mess tone as well as watered down as a top layer for some silk clothing where you really add a lot of sparkle to it. So there are a lot of different ways you can use the color. And yes, I definitely would always buy a pan again from this color when my pan is empty. So yeah, really, really hope that this comparison was helpful for you. And I hope that even when the camera can't really catch the shiny and the glitteriness very well, that you still can see that the color is a lot different to all the other colors. Like I said, I will do a separate video for the high reflection gold versus all the other golds or gold-like colors I have from Finetec and Coliro, as well as a real gold color as a comparison uh, next week. So stay tuned for that one if that is something you are interested in as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I hope it was interesting as well as helpful. And I would really love to hear your opinions about the real silver. Is it a color which you will say after the video you are interested in, or is it still no, you wouldn't buy it? Or do you already have it, and what is your personal experience with it? I would love to know. And yeah, like always, a thumbs up or a follow is very, very much appreciated because it helps the channel so much. So thank you for that as well. I hope you have a wonderful day and yeah, hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.